you've decided to go with Cameron for the rapper, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So obviously we don't have to comment on Brandon's performance there, but just some things to do. I'm going to start very quickly by saying one thing. Obviously there are swear words in the song,
Yeah.
so I would highly recommend a radio edit, just so you are aware. It's already done that.
Okay, great.
Cool, but maybe look into a radio edit.
Yeah.
Okay. Nat.
I really like all the different shots and like locations you've used, and you're shooting in the studio, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you've thought about set, but as soon as you like went through the kind of like the curtain or the veil, I imagined like an altar covered in flowers for you to like be sitting under.
Really cool.
And you can have the angels either enter through the altar and like stand around him or whatever. I was also thinking for the shot of their eyes, to avoid that kind of like height movement, you could just have them all lying down, and then they could all be level, and just do like a track. And the other thing is, there's a lot of like continuous movement, and I think you could do, depending on how smooth you want it to be, for like the opening shot, it would be a really nice track to have through the curtain or the veil, all the way up to the altar to a close-up, and especially because you're gonna have like the stained glass and stuff, that would be a really nice introductory shot. And then for the staircase, it would be really nice if you had sort of like, I'm not sure what lighting vibe you're going for, but with the stained glass, you could have that kind of mosaic colorful light like projected on them maybe, or through the like stained glass, whatever that you're using, you could just position it over them so they have like the nice dappled light. Would be really pretty. And those are my comments.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nat. Anyone else?
I think it's really cool.
Thank you.
Couldn't see much wrong with it. I think it really matched the vibe of the song perfectly well, especially with all the slow shots and things. I did think again with the head moving thing, to kind of make it so it's not always flowing throughout the whole song, because I don't know if we wanted variation or a different option, you could just do straight cuts to each of the angels, right?
Yeah.
To each of the angels' faces rather than it flowing, because then it kind of adds a slightly like choppier bit to it, and it also would kind of cancel out the height.
Yeah. Thank you.
Kat?
I think briefly leading on for that, I think the biggest thing that like stood out for me is just like, I guess just be a bit careful with like transition, because the sort of like fade transition to me felt a bit like kind of like jarring. Just for me personally at that like point in the song, but like aside from that, I think it was really good. Well done.
Thank you.
Nat again?
The other thing is, I'm sure you've thought of this, but there's lots of like close-ups or extreme close-ups you could do of costume and like angel wings once you have all the costume together. So make sure just that you get some of that material, because like I can already imagine that the costumes are going to be really cool and like kind of alternative. I think that's the vibe you're going for. But there's, I don't know, like take advantage of the different textures that you have. Like you have the glass and you have the feathers and you have the sort of like silky material at the beginning, and all of their like chains and stuff. So it maybe think about, I don't know, like different sequences of like close-ups or extreme close-ups that you could do to like showcase the costume.
Yeah, thank you.
I definitely agree in that, because obviously they're going to have props and stuff like that. Obviously you didn't have them, so you couldn't show them. But definitely like close-ups of like fingers, hands on the gun, stuff like that. What it gives you, and that's completely right, if you look at, try and get 2 different shots for each object that they're holding and doing like that, what it would give you is ammunition where you could drop it in at any point in the song, and it would give a nice thing to think about. So that obviously means that you need to get those props, but consider using them in there is a really good idea.
Have you already found angel wings?
Yes,
yes.
we've already taken care of
One last thing, I think you realise this already because of how much she was in the video, but Kara's like really good. Definitely make sure to like
so good.
Milk her, you know. She's really good.
She's so good.
Actress, though?
Yeah. She's also just like so cool. She just looks so cool.
Yeah, she is.
very well put together, really taking your time with how it's been shot and laid out, so well done. Most important thing, obviously, goes without saying, the song. You've got to get your actor to learn it, but also you need to preempt, find lyrics for the song. It wouldn't hurt. I know it's going to be a pain, but if there aren't obvious lyrics to get, it may very well be worthwhile writing them out and having them there, because on set, it may be like, I've gotten confused, I need to do this. Like picking a very rap-based song means that your actor needs to learn them, because if they don't, it's going to be very difficult and it could ruin it. So have some backups, because you wanted to go rap, which is nothing wrong with it. Get the lyrics, listen to the song, write them out if they're not available online, and make sure you have them there so you can always just run through what they need to do. But make it very clear that Cameron needs to learn said lyrics.
We sent him the lyrics.
Cool, but just chase it up, follow it through, have a chat with him when you get back. You're the last group to film, so he has enough time, which is really good. But don't just rely it's like the day before, like have a little chat with him like once or twice a week. But just get one of you to do it rather than all three, because otherwise you might feel like ganged up upon. And obviously it's put pressure, that might make you more nervous. So just say like, I'll take care of this or whatever. We talked about the fact that you need to find a radio edit, but that's not a problem there. I like the fact that you showed the rapper being very like chilled, like not moving and then moving. Cool way of doing it. Consider like maybe he's still in one set or he isn't. The way you did it is great, how you put movement in. I don't, however, think, given the tone of the video, that your models personally, I think it would be better if they're not smiling. I think the scenes where they were stood there, especially if you start making them look like quite mean angels, would be better if there's no expressions. And if it is a smile, we see them go miserable, we see them smile, and then not smile anymore. Like when a few of them are like laughing and smiling, like a couple of them are quite like adorable looking. And because they're angels, it may make it look, you need them to look like resting bitch face, pissed off, like annoyed, would be better. The TV setup, obviously we're going to use it more, but I would definitely use more of that, because that one little shot you had of it was really, really nice, because I know we're going to film him in the TV scene, the angels around it. Maybe like a nice tracking shot in on that would be really, really cool. But yeah, really, really nice. The way you shot it has a lot of movement, Tom's correct. You want to film it still a lot and put some movements in. Consider when you're doing the movements about matching it with the next shot, because otherwise it's just going to feel like maybe in heaven you want to film it flowy, and then in hell it's still, or maybe it's the opposite, in heaven it's still, and in hell it's a bit more hand cam shaky kind of vibe. But think about what comes before and afterwards, because otherwise it's like you're panning to the left and then all of a sudden the next shot it's going right. Remember that obviously when we put it all together it needs to flow. Otherwise, very good test shot, well done. Excellent.
Thank you.
Good job. Nice.